No Caitlin Clark today. They set her out with a leg injury. A lot of people not happy about that. Mainly people that purchased tickets and drove into the area or even flew into the area to see Caitlin Clark play, and no Caitlin Clark. I can understand how bad those people must feel because, well, hell, I wanted to watch her play too. But no doubt about it, the Indiana Fever have another star.
Have you ever seen a rookie knock a veteran to the floor during a preseason game and then smile about it? That's exactly what went down when Kiki Ariafen of the Washington Mystics made a bold move. But Sophie Cunningham wasn't about to let it slide. With Caitlin Clark sidelined, the Mystics assumed the Indiana Fever would crumble. But Sophie had other ideas. What followed sparked a fire that turned into one of the most intense WNBA preseason showdowns in recent memory. And trust me, the drama didn't stop when the game clock hit 0.
Sophie Cunningham has been an absolute beast in this game. 34 minutes, 6 of 11 from the field, 54%, 21 points.
Trust me, you won't want to miss how it all unfolded. But first, let's rewind to the moment that ignited the tension. Sophie Cunningham was fighting for a rebound against rookie Kiki Iriafen, straight out of USC. Then, seemingly out of nowhere, Kiki shoved Sophie to the floor. It wasn't part of a play. There was no loose ball or heated scramble, just a clear, forceful push. Now, playing with intensity is one thing, but this crossed a line.
But in the middle of the game, Sophie Cunningham, oh, spicy old Sophie Cunningham, she gets in a tussle over a rebound with Kiki Iriafen, the rookie from USC, who's
shoving a seasoned player like Sophie to the floor during a preseason game. That's not just aggressive play. That's outright disrespect, plain and simple.
All right, just this quick. Sophie Cunningham, and I told you guys, I had a feeling that she was going to really make her presence known. Talked about the 6th Woman of the Year. I don't know. I put it out there, and a lot of people came back and was like, you know, she may end up starting, Rhodes. You may be right. This game is almost over.
Sophie wasted no time. She stepped up right away, walked straight over to Kiki, and made her message clear for everyone in the arena. You don't do that. She wasn't shaken, and she wasn't backing down. That moment was bigger than just standing her ground. It was about setting a standard. You don't disrespect the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark or not. The broadcast even captured Sophie fired up and all in.
and she is not having any of it. And she basically gives her welcome to the league talk, saying, you don't bleeping do that. You don't bleeping do that. Oh.
You do not do that. And the kicker? Kiki smiled. She actually smiled after shoving Sophie. If anyone needed proof that this was meant as an intimidation move, that was it. The smile said everything, but it completely backfired. That moment lit a fire under Sophie Cunningham, and she responded in a big way. By the time it was over, Sophie had played 34 minutes, scored 21 points, grabbed 8 rebounds, and shot 6 of 11 from the field.
And that's Kiki Iriafen, and I got to tell you, here we go with the smiling like you've done. I don't get it. This is the worst part of the WNBA. It is. A ton of reaction. The smiles afterward, let's get next.
That's 54% shooting, and she did it while leading the Fever to a dominant win over a Mystic squad that seemed confident the game was theirs the moment they found out Caitlin Clark wasn't playing.
And it's getting ugly already out there. There was a couple of ugly fouls. And the retards, as I like to call them, the RAHTARDS's, they are already now attacking Sophie Cunningham. Oh, they're mad. The MAGA Barbies got them angry. They're cheering on violence against this basketball player. Sophie Cunningham just got through by a rookie.
Sophie wasn't just leading the team. She was the spark, the energy, the message. Her three-point shooting held steady at 33%, and every bucket felt like a direct response to the Mystics. You picked the wrong player to challenge. But let's be honest, it didn't start out that way. The Fever opened the game flat, trailings. In 24-13, after the first quarter, missed layups, careless turnovers, and a defense that couldn't find its footing made it a rough start.
And here we go.
Shot too strong there from Olsen. Cunningham pulled that feistiness. There you go. He is fierce in the game. And I know it wasn't announced that King Clark would play until right before. This is a two-season game where Clark is not available.
And that's Kiki Arifin, and I got to tell you, here we go with the smiling like you've done. I don't get it. This is the worst part of the WNBA. It is. A ton of reaction. The smiles afterward, let's get negative. These people are loving this. It's crazy. Look at this comment. She's not fazed one bit by that spray tan MAGA bitch.
Sydney Coulson started at point guard, but the offense wasn't clicking. It felt like the team was waiting for someone to take control. Enter Sophie. The moment she checked in, everything shifted. The crowd started buzzing, the energy soared, and you could see it in her posture. Shoulders back, locked in, ready to lead. Even head coach Stephanie White summed it up perfectly. Sophie's a dog. She just is. She's versatile, tough, and she raises the level of play for everyone around her. And Sophie proved it on the court.
Because let me tell you, the Fever were kicking off the dust in the first quarter, giving everybody a lot of grace here. There was a lot of missed layups. There was a lot of bricking, and the defense wasn't really that great.
Kelsey Mitchell, who struggled early and went scoreless in the first quarter, began feeding off Sophie's energy. Suddenly, the passes were crisper, the plays flowed more seamlessly, and the Fever began to look like a team again. The Mitchell-Cunningham connection started clicking, and it became too much for the Mystics to handle.
But listen, the Mystics had a ton of picks. In the WNBA draft, they got a lot of high picks. They got Kiki Iriafen, they got Sonia Citron. She started today, Sonia Citron, and Sonia Citron looked good. And honestly, Brittany Sykes looked really great.
Washington came into this game loaded with talent. They had rookies like Sonia Citron and Kiki Arifin, and veterans like Brittany Sykes and Sutton. Talent wasn't the issue. It was ego. The moment they learned Caitlin Clark wasn't playing, you could practically see the smirks, as if they believed they had been handed a free win. But instead of staying focused, they tried to bully their way to victory. Bad move. And here's where it gets even more ridiculous. After the Fever secured the win and Sophie dropped 21 on them, the Mystics refused to shake hands. No handshake line, no good game, nothing. They walked off like sore losers, unable to accept being outplayed by the very player they tried to push around. That's not just poor sportsmanship, it's a lack of respect.
Here we go. Need Kiki to whack her again. Guys, it's where we're at. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? Right there, you can see Sophie telling her after that flagrant, you don't mother effing do that. You don't mother effing do that. I mean, yikes. Kiki, the new Kennedy. A lot of people not happy. Demon Sophie, yeah, she showed up. Look at this. They're celebrating that. Okay. I mean, it's crazy. And here we go again. Here we go again. She's yelling while Kiki's laughing in her face. Never seen a rook have a vet so rattled. Yeah, let's celebrate violence. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
For sportsmanship, It's downright embarrassing. This is preseason, and they're already acting like this? Some fans have pointed out that this attitude might not just be a player issue. It could be ingrained in the Mystics culture. The team is owned by Sheila Johnson, who made headlines not long ago when she criticized Caitlin Clark's recognition by Time magazine. Many saw that as a sign of deeper bias.
Keep that up, Kiki. You're going to be the next Kennedy. Yeah, she making a bad name for herself right now. I mean, seriously. It took one game to convince me Sophie's legit, a good fit for the Fever. That said, nobody runs the point better than Cece. Nobody. It's nuts, man. What are we doing? It's crazy. Kiki, a lot of celebration of this crap. There's another one right here. This was Brittany Sykes, and DeWanna Bonner got involved in this one. She did. Little standing on business. I mean, it's wild. It really is. I think we've got an end to the ball game while I'm on here. And
watching how her team behaved, it raises serious questions about leadership. From the smile after the shove, to the smugness on the bench, to the refusal to shake hands, it paints a picture of a team that's not just competitive, but petty. Social media exploded after the game, calling out the behavior and questioning the team's mentality.